Sometimes you're the smartest guy in the room, but you don't want anybody to know it. Let them think you're a dummy. You don't know anything. And they're yapping away, right? There's other times when you're not the smartest guy in the room. But if you keep your mouth shut, nobody knows that. They don't know it. So you let them talk, commit themselves. By the time they're finished, then you can become the smartest guy in the room because they told you everything, you know.
Keep your goals confidential. Keep goals confidential. Don't discuss your goals with anybody, except that the great majority of people are threatened by anybody who has a goal. They're worried. It makes them feel inferior and inadequate because they don't have goals of their own. So only discuss your goals with people who also have goals of their own. Discuss them with the people close to you whose help you need to accomplish them, but just don't discuss your goals with people at random and don't give them a chance to shoot the goals down.
But if there's one message I want you to walk away with today, it's this: you have to disappear. You stop announcing every move and start building something that speaks for itself. Disappearing means doing the work. It means doing the work in the dark. It means building in private what you don't need to prove in public. It means doing the work when no one's watching. You stop worrying about what people think and start valuing what you believe. Because a life that looks good or sounds good is nothing compared to a life that feels good.
When you carefully control what you reveal, people cannot sabotage or pierce your plans and intentions. You can't tell people your plans, but you wonder why people steal your ideas. You wonder why you don't feel motivated after you tell someone your goals. You should have niggas thinking like, bro, what is bro doing? Like, what is he planning? I wonder what he's up to. He ain't been talking much lately. He ain't been saying much lately. He ain't been posting much lately. Before anyone has an idea of my next move or what I got planned, I'm already several months in the process of grinding on it. I'm already 4 or 5 steps ahead, to where if they find out I'm too far ahead for them to knock me off course.
When you start, they'll laugh. When you grow, they'll cheer. When you win, they'll judge. When you fail, they'll talk. People celebrate what's easy to admire, but not what's hard to achieve. They like a rising star until it outshines them. Don't live for the applause. As the saying goes, keep working in silence until your success makes the noise.
Nothing teaches a lesson better than silence. And no matter how great you are, if you're constantly around people, they will take you for granted. The reason why silence is so powerful is because humans are extremely susceptible to change. We all have animal-like instincts that let us know immediately when something's different about a person or the environment that we're in. People can quickly tell that something's off, that you're irritated about something, that you've been hanging out with a different crowd, or you don't agree with them just by your energy. And so if you want to teach people how to treat you in the right manner, just disappear when they do things that you do not agree with. They'll quickly start noticing the trends and acting in ways that keep you around. People having to rely on you or having to work for your approval is always a powerful position to be in. And while this is manipulative, it will always put you in a leverage point of life where you can control the situations and not be left out to dry.
You gotta know when to stay silent. Every move doesn't need to be announced. Every play doesn't need to be posted. Keep your head down and keep working hard. In due time, they'll see it.
It's what you do in private and in silence that ends up getting praised in public. It's the wood that you're chopping when nobody's looking. It's the paintings that you're drawing when nobody's buying. It's the words that you're saying when nobody's listening. It's the character you're developing when nobody's watching. Like what you're doing in private is ultimately what ends up getting esteemed in public.
My mother always told me, she said, baby, never announce your next move. Real power is felt, not told. This is what she said. She said, never announce your next move. Real power is felt, not told. May you take the words of my mother and apply them to your life today.
Yo, man, them, please learn to be quiet. If your friends are asking what your plans are, if random people are asking what your plans are, give them a brief overview, but don't give them the whole formula. Everyone's counting on your downfall. Everyone's watching to see what you said and how you're going to execute that thing. Keep it at a minimal. Keep it there. So when you do what you need to do and they see it's over here, they're shocked. They're surprised. Learn to be quiet. Learn to keep your plans. Do you get what I mean?
You have to disappear. You still go to work, you still show up, but you stop announcing every move and start building something that speaks for itself. It means doing the work when no one's watching. It means building in private what you don't need to prove in public. You stop worrying about what people think and start valuing what you believe. Because a life that looks good or sounds good is nothing compared to a life that feels good.
But your vision not gonna make sense to everybody else. That's why you shouldn't tell people what you got planned. Wanna know what happens when you tell people your plans? They start giving their input in. They start telling you, bro, I don't think you should do it that way. I don't think you should do this. I don't think you should do that. I don't think you can win doing that. They don't see what you see. As soon as I stopped announcing shit, I started moving so much faster. When I stopped seeking validation, when I stopped seeking support, help, when I learned how to just move, bro, I became a monster. I became dangerous.
This is why I don't like to talk, is because when you talk, you release dopamine regarding your goals, right? So if you say, oh, I'm going to do this, you are releasing the dopamine of that potential experience. So you get high on dreaming. So your goal is to transcend that, shut up, and to level up.
The scientific data tell us that if we inform people around us that, for instance, we are going to write a book, or that we're going to start a podcast, or that we are going to run a marathon, or whatever it happens to be, more often than not, we get feedback that is generally positive in form. I think that's good and to be expected, frankly. You know, if a friend tells us, hey, I'm going to write a book, or I'm going to pursue a new fitness goal, or I'm going to learn a language, we say, great, go for it. You can totally do it. You're very likely to succeed. Go for it. How do you want me to support you? Is there anything I can do to support you? Those all are, frankly, healthy exchanges. And yet the data tell us that the positive feedback that we get from others when we announce that we're going after a goal activate certain reward systems and motivation systems within our brain that then quickly dissipate and then diminish the probability that we'll engage in the type of behaviors that actually lead us to achieve that goal.
Don't tell anyone else your dreams. In other words, don't let anyone know what you're praying for. Keep it secret. But Kevin, you said pray out loud. Say it with your mouth. Yeah, in secret. You speak out loud what you want, but you don't need to have other people hear it.
One thing a lot of y'all boys just gotta stop doing is stop telling everybody your goals and your plans before you do them, bro. I used to be the same dude when I was young. I used to go to everybody and say, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. And it's messing up your dopamine. It's making you feel like you did it when you have not completed anything. And not just that, okay? Say it's not messing up your dopamine. You're telling people and you don't even know who you're telling. They don't even have the best intentions for you. They're jealous of you and you don't even know. And you're walking around telling everybody your plans and your goals. You're getting a new car, be quiet, bro. Getting a new house, be quiet, bro. Getting a new job, be quiet, bro. About to take a trip, be quiet. People love to mess up things, but they cannot mess up things they do not know about.